Hello and welcome to another edition of Poland Daily Travel. This is a special studio edition. We'll be giving you a sneak preview of locations to come throughout Poland. Some snapshots include the Bieszczady down in southeastern Poland. We'll be moving north to Częstochowa and then up to the center of the country in Torun. Then we'll take you on a little cruise on the Elbląg Canal, one of the wonders of engineering in the 19th century in Europe, and ending up on the coast with Hel Peninsula, Słowenskie National Park, and Dębki. So stick with us, and we'll be giving you a fun preview of places that Poland Daily Travel will be visiting in the future. Just to whet your appetite, stay with us on Poland Daily Travel. Why do we do it? We do it for you. I'm Will Richardson, and I'm looking forward to taking you on a journey.
Let's move on. Now here's a place which is essential in Poland. If you mention the name Jasna Góra, it immediately calls to mind images and images in the minds and feelings in the heart of every Pole.
Without
one way or another.
Without question.
One way or another. Yeah.
Częstochowa and Jasna Góra, because Jasna Góra is just like a name of the shrine which is attached to a larger town.
It's Częstochowa, right?
It's Częstochowa, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Częstochowa. Oh.
Yeah, but
Thank
you're still doing a very good job.
Pronunciation.
I'm giving a lot of points to you for all the efforts that you're doing if it comes to speaking Polish.
No,
so.
be more brutal. Make me work on this pronunciation.
I'll change the approach. No worries.
Good.
Yeah. So Jasna Góra is a special place because 95% of the Polish people, they are Roman Catholics, and this is one of the shrines, one of the temples that in whole Europe, not only in Poland, it attracts over 100,000 of pilgrims annually, and it's something that's when you may say that this is a lot or small depending on the place, but
seems like a lot to me.
It seems like a lot to me, especially that these are only pilgrims.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even counting the ones.
What is a pilgrim for people who don't know?
So,
or who haven't participated.
If you have
in
a special intention that is on your mind or that troubles you, that is very important, then you can devote your effort of arriving to the shrine of the Black Madonna, so that she will simply devote her patronage over your case.
So it's like a concentration, in a sense. It's kind of a kind of a long-term prayer, in a way, concentrating on something.
Absolutely.
And while you're walking, you're thinking about that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it can be something specific. Say somebody's ill in your family, or it can be something general about, world peace or stopping conflict.
Anything that troubles your mind and your your conscience. What's a very standard thing? Once you are 18 in Poland, then if everything is going according to the plan and you graduate normally, you're not a lazy fellow.
As opposed to graduating abnormally. Yeah.
Some people do that.
Like a monster or something. Yeah.
So once you're 18, you're supposed to go through a special examination called matura.
Okay.
Which ends up with
kind of suggesting that you're mature at the end. Yeah.
It's suggesting, but it's still far from it.
It's still far from it. Okay.
But this is like a tradition that if you wish to have all the results on this matura examination to go really well, then there are two things. You shouldn't cut your hair within 100 days before that time.
Really?
Before you'll write it. This is, of course, like,
100 days.
A prejudice, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is...
Did you do this?
Not really, not really. No. And then another thing is that you should go for a pilgrimage to Częstochowa, so that it's like ensured that you'll be having the most important person looking after you in the right time.
So the objective of the most important force, we can say, the force that unites us all, for example, the force and spirit of the universe, as encapsulated in the good book,
exactly,
if you will.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is that particularly in August, there's a pilgrimage every year, right?
There is one, but
to Yasna Gora, which is the main church that sits on the hill. It's important to say this. We'll have photographs of this. We'll be playing of Czestochowa, but the situation is that the church sits on the hill looking over Czestochowa, right?
Absolutely. This is why it's called as the luminous mountain, the shrine, and the whole place was started by the Pauline monastery. And up till today, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it.
No, don't apologize. We're just
So this is the I mean, up till today they are in charge.
Okay.
For the whole, both the tower and the whole. Let's say it's not the resort, but the whole complex that's out there, because it's not only one church. You're having chapels, you're having administration, so it's like a very, very large place to visit. Besides all of that, it's like a bit of a mystique thing, because there are no documentation informing when or from where was the very icon, the very painting,
the Black Madonna.
The Black Madonna.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that. Funny you should bring it up.
So it's like this. We know that there is around the 14th century we have the Paulines to come and let's say to organize the monastery, and once we have any kind of document, firstly mentioning that there is the shrine of the Black Madonna, it was made by the first chronicle writer. I mean, maybe not one of the first, but one out of a few that we had over time. And this was Jan Długosz, but it's already around 150 years later. So, well, it's not known where is it coming from, and once it is already there, some people, of course...
Why is it so important? It's a painting or an icon, if you will.
It's a painting, but over the years, since that 14th century that we have the shrine existing, the people, they come to the shrine, and the people that couldn't walk, I mean, in a sense that they were using this special...
people were lame, for example.
Exactly, yeah. So they would actually, after a visit out there, you do not know whether there was a cure or God's intervention, or maybe, you know, just a self-suggestion, right? Well, so that's difficult to prove or to measure, but the people, they come...
Sometimes there was a miracle, this is the point.
Exactly, but the number of all these little gifts that the people would leave and hang out there as a gratitude after the miracle has happened is overwhelming. Right, statistically, even if you would count these that are the fake ones, that they were only pretending that something happened, then still, this is something
that would be the point. Yeah.
Also,
but it could also be, as you said, auto-suggestion, or it might be divine intervention.
Yeah. So we do not really, let's say, we do not really divide it, but also people that, for instance, they are troubled with their minds with something. It's not the organism, the mechanic injuries that they are after. They could not say goodbye to the people that were close to them and they died, for instance. Right? With such people, that simply is a trouble of the mind. They would break out there. This is something that's very, very interesting, because I've been out there numerous times, more than, let's say, 12 or 15 altogether. And if the people go there especially, they want to, let's say, visit it. They're usually not very young, if you know what I have in mind. Yeah. But this is a spiritual trip that eases their minds. And
about what's to come.
About what's to come. And this is like a bit of a catharsis that you have once you watch a theater play and you're moved. Then once they are there, the whole atmosphere, everything together, the fact that it's not like, you know, it's not the Notre Dame cathedral, that it's overwhelming.
This overwhelming sense of architecture,
so it's not like this. It's a bit more cozy. But in this way, you're able to go through your, let's say, thoughts and through your experience once again. And it's very clearing out.
Yeah, it has an amazing position, as we mentioned before, sitting on this promontory, this hill above the city, and you can see it from quite far away, which had, you know, in medieval times and Renaissance times, this must have been quite impressive. Anyway, Jasna Góra in Częstochowa. Częstochowa. And around there's a lot of other good things to do too, because there's a lot of castles, and Świętokrzyska and Krakow's not far away, etc.
You're having another inspiration for one of the next episodes. You're having a magnificent place called Jura Krakowsko-Częstochowska. This is if you are a climber.
Yeah. It's a fantastic area.
That's your place to visit in Poland.
It's a fantastic area. We'll come back. You know what? We should do a whole episode on that and then go there.
Absolutely.
You know, the best way to do it would be
about
bikes,
this time with the sport equipment.
What?
With the sport equipment,
and for
as
climbing.
you said, bicycles.
And for climbing and bicycles, yeah, and it's fantastic. This is another undiscovered place, but it would take a whole program just to discuss each place.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has a very nice place in Nakło. He has the palace in Nakło.
Okay.
So he's a sort of local, he's from Indiana, but he's become a local prince.
If he has a
gentry.
Palace.
Yeah, he has the palace.
Exactly.
So it's hilarious. I always tease him. Yeah.
A duke, you would say.
He's a
right?
local duke.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Very good man. Okay, Torun. We're moving north.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, we're moving towards north, but this is still the central part of Poland.
Hey, let me just tell the folks. Hey, thanks for watching. This is There's a Will, and we're doing a special travel edition. I have in the studio Peter Ciemuchowski, correct?
Absolutely.
I've said it. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a Larry King thing or something like that.
No. Every try is better.
Yeah, Ciemuchowski. Yeah. And we are talking about great locations in Poland, off the beaten track, places that you would love to go when you come to Poland. When you come, not if, when you come to Poland, because you are coming. I know you're coming to Poland.